Hey guys, it's Christopher Kokoski with WritingBeginner.com. Today, I want to share with you how to write an ode even if you hate poetry. I'm actually going to ask my friend Michael to tell us all the details, and then I'll be back at the end of the video to say goodbye. Here's Michael.
If you want to know how to write an ode, this video is going to show you exactly how to do it, step by step. You might be here because you want to express just how much you love something or someone, or because you desire a new medium through which to project your passion, chemistry, fire. On your search for such a medium, you stumble on the ode, a unique poem and a lyrical style proven to be one of the most effective ways to articulate your deep love and admiration. To write an ode, you need a topic, a person, place, experience, idea, or thing that lights you up with passion. An ode comes in many forms: short, long, rhyming, non-rhyming, but the main characteristic that remains the same is that odes should express fervent emotions, usually in lyrical song. There are many types of odes that have been generated throughout the years by creative people just like you. However, some people struggle through their first few odes as they learn the format, style, and techniques. That's why I made this video. I want to give you all of the tools, tips and tricks to write perfect odes right out of the gate, whether you are writing for personal pleasure or as part of a writing assignment for school. These are the most important tricks to writing an ode so that you can master this medium. Let's dive in. What is the definition of an ode? If you are a regular poem writer, you may have written odes in the past without ever knowing it. That's because odes are simply a lyrical poem, written in regular or irregular verse, that pays tribute to the love you have for one specific person, experience, or object. Odes can rhyme, but they do not have to rhyme. The ode conveys the love of the writer for a singular subject, while usually being sung or read lyrically. Many people write odes in the heat of inspiration. After all, ode is the Greek word for sing or chant. This is the most basic definition of an ode. I find that starting from a basic framework often allows me to start, to get practice, and to make quick progress when learning a new form of writing in poetry. How long is an ode? One of the most hotly debated aspects of writing odes is the proper length of an ode. Even several centuries after the original ode was created, some writers will insist that they be no more than 4 to 8 lines. Others argue that some of the most famous odes are well over 30 lines long. Therefore, the length of an ode varies. There is no clear consensus. To me, that means you have complete freedom of expression in how you write your odes. The key to a great ode is passion, not poem length. Types of odes. There are many shapes and forms of odes. Short, long, romantic, funny, sarcastic. Odes also differ in specific format, structure, and style. To write the perfect ode, it's important to know the types, so that you can choose the right one that makes the most sense for you. You can consider this your How to Write an Ode for Dummies. We'll start with an overview of the steps, then drill down into each step, so that you know exactly how each step works to create the perfect ode. 1. Choose a format or type. 2. Choose a topic, a subject of your ode. 3. Word and image mapping. 4. Emotional flooding. 5. Writing sprint. 6. Polish and shine. 7. Share your ode. Ode poem structure. Your first task is to choose an ode format, outline, or structure. Different types of odes use unique structures, so choose the one that best fits your personality, style, and needs. As mentioned earlier in this article, I recommend that you start with the English Romantic Ode. You might be most familiar with this type of ode, even if you don't realize it, and it can be written in as few as 4 unstructured and non-rhyming lines. There are no hard and fast rules for writing an ode. But when you first start writing odes, it's helpful to follow a specific pattern that you can break later as you scale up your skills in this poetic form. Here is an example ode structure you can use for your first ode. Write an ode with 4 lines. Use a short 4th line. Odes do not need to rhyme. I'll do you one better and give you an exact ode outline you can use. First line. Second line. Third line. Fourth line, short punchy line. How to choose good ode topics. Who or what should you write your ode about? The next most important step in writing an ode is to choose a topic or subject. The topic is the focus of the ode, whether that be star-crossed lovers, the missing object, or even an unforgettable landscape. The critical element of your subject is that it must be praiseworthy to you. An ode is a celebration of a subject. The subject is completely up to you. It can really be anything. Heck, English poet John Keats wrote a famous ode about urns. If you are still wondering what to write an ode about, here are some examples of topics, people, and things that you can consider when brainstorming an ode topic. Kids, this can be your children, the children you wish to have one day, or even just the children you remember playing with when you were young. Remember, love is not limited to romance, it can be longing, missing, caring, or proud. Significant other, a common ode written with passion, is an ode you write to the one you love. Many great Greek tragedies include odes to the characters the hero loves. Writing about your significant other can be about the one you lost, the one you are looking for, or the one you have found. Animal, many odes sing the praise of a loyal animal companion. You can write an ode that celebrates the friendship and utter cuteness of your pets. Like our human counterparts, our pets can strike us with a rich tapestry of emotions from love to fear to loss. Nature, some would say that nature is in every ode, usually because it is happily used as a comparison with figurative language. However, some of the most popular modern-day odes are made to the beauty and grace of nature and the natural world around us. As we have come to learn how fragile life can be, many people have gone out of their way to write odes to explain just how much we love and admire the natural wonders of our world. Friends, you can also write an ode to a friend. Usually, these types of odes reveal why you love them, what they mean to you, and just how much you would miss them if they were gone. Family, this is one of the strongest and most sure ways you can write an ode that is emotional and on point. Your family can be a rich source of inspiration. There will likely be many ways your family can inspire effective odes. Emotions about family range from love to anger, to indifference, and to the hopes you have of starting your own family one day. Still stuck on a topic? Maybe you have a form of writer's block. Answer the public. This is by far my favorite topic finding tool. You simply put in a keyword like pets or anything, and the tool generates a shocking amount of topical ideas. Once you have your ode topic, the next step is word and image mapping. Word and image mapping is a way to generate language and emotion as you prepare to write your ode. You can start by simply listing as many words and phrases you can think of to describe your topic or subject. You can make an organized list, but I think you can get even more creative by making a messy brainstormed list on a piece of paper without lines. Think of a collage of words. Speaking of collage, that's where the images and image mapping come into play. Collect images online or in magazines. Find any images that remind you of the topic, storms and mountains for nature, for example, or pictures of your loved one. What's the purpose of word and image mapping? The simple process perfectly primes your mind and heart to write an ode. Your words and images are visual symbols that trigger the passionate emotions needed to write in this poetic form. Emotional flooding. Emotional flooding is focusing on your subject or topic until your entire body is awash with emotion. You can use your words or images to concentrate on your topic of nature, lovers, friends, family, or urns. As you concentrate, recall memories of the subject. Use your imagination to visualize yourself at the place or with the person. Allow all the strong emotions, pleasant or unpleasant, depending on what kind of ode you are writing, to fill your entire being. Like word and image mapping, the step of emotional flooding positions you to launch into your ode. Word and image mapping, however, can be done days or hours before you actually write your ode. Emotional flooding is most effective immediately before you start to write. Writing sprints. I've written at length about writing sprints in an article on my website at writingbeginner.com. In this video, I'll simply summarize the main points. Writing sprints are timed writing sessions. You set a timer on your phone or with another device like a clock or egg timer. You can set any time you want, but for writing your ode, I would suggest giving yourself at least 20 to 30 minutes. The trick is that the timer offers you a sense of urgency, so that you don't overthink the writing process. You just get words on paper or on the screen. You can even use voice-to-text apps on your device to record words even faster. The process is super simple and just as effective. 1. Set your timer. 2. Start writing. 3. Don't stop writing until the timer alarm rings, chirps, buzzes, does backflips. This is the easy way to get your short 4-line ode written quickly. What takes hours for others will only take you 30 minutes maximum. Polish and shine your ode. If you guessed that this step was all about editing and enhancing your ode, you are exactly correct. There are lots of ways you can improve your poem now that it is written. The most powerful ways to enhance your ode include proofreading for spelling and grammatical mistakes. Combine and cut words, phrases, and sentences. Inject imagery. Read or sing it out loud. This usually helps you correct awkward phrasing. You can use free online software like Grammarly.com to help you edit your ode. Definitely read it over a few times to fix any obvious errors like missing words, misspellings, and what I like to call random acts of punctuation. You can combine longer phrases into short words or shorter phrases to save space. This also usually strengthens your language. Inject imagery. One of the hallmark characteristics of odes is the use of figurative language. That is, abstract language, metaphors, similes, and other symbolic or comparative language. In case you missed the day in English class, here's a rundown of some of the most common types of figurative language you can use to infuse your ode with earth-shattering imagery. Metaphor statement that two separate things are the same, she is Superwoman, or he is a snake. Simile, compare two separate concepts using the words like and as, I slept like a log, or she's as tall as a skyscraper. Personification, gives human traits to inhuman objects, the leaves danced in the wind. Allusion, when one piece of writing, like an ode, references another text, like the Bible. Idioms, common phrases in a group or culture that are not literal, let's hit the road. Hyperbole, extreme exaggeration, one kiss of her lips is like a million firework finales of shooting rainbows and shimmering silver unicorns. Onomatopoeia, words that describe sounds, and that often sound like the experiences they describe, bam, pow, tick-tock. Share your ode. The last and final step is to share your ode. You have put a lot of time and effort into this lyrical poem. Now it's time to share your gift with the world, or at least the special people in your life. Perhaps your ode is to a special someone, so you want to share it privately with them. You can handwrite your ode on a letter, type it, create a graphic with free online software, or even make a video of yourself reciting or singing your ode. For more public sharing, you can post your ode to social media.
All right, guys, so that was exactly how, step by step, to write an ode, even if you hate poetry. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the video, like the video. Let me know in the comments if you are here for school because you're writing an ode, or if you're just really super into poetry. That is cool too. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video. I'll see you at the next one.